Welcome to another episode of Face the Bully, man, where I just continue to talk about dogs. You know what? A lot of people was talking about the change, right, in the American Bully. They knew the change was coming. Change, change gonna come. That's what they kept saying. The change was gonna come. Everybody just since it was being said that the change was gonna come, there was a couple of doors being closed, and behind those doors was breedings being done. Yep, and the change came quicker than you expected it to come. You know, at first it snuck its way in there. I'm gonna be for real. It snuck its way in there because the extreme just boom came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. It just was a dog that popped up, and he was called Extreme. Look, every single person that's ever bred an American Bully probably has had an Extreme. And in order to breed that Extreme, you had to use a bigger dog. You know, it was already said and explained before that they, was taking bigger dogs, bigger females to smaller males. That's still being done today. About to be done by me. I'm about to take a bigger female to a smaller male too. But he's American Bully. He's not Bulldog. He will be shown. That was how you got these smaller traits and compacted them on a bigger dog to get you a nice sized pocket. You didn't use Bulldog blood to do it. You used skill. You used your skill to put together a nice sized pocket dog. All made up by American Bully blood. That was then, 20 years ago. Now, the dogs are longer, like dachshund long. Literally, like dachshund long. I don't even know how a dog could get longer because the long terrier dogs that I've saw and you saw were pit bulls. Not all of them are long, but pit bulls are long. And that's where we come from, right? See, it's been a thing to alleviate the pit bull. But if you alleviate the pit bull, then you got to add another dog, which is going to be that bulldog. So when you take away the terrier, you have nothing left but a big gigantic bulldog that you need to give a name besides American Bulldog now. Just looking at that dog show should have been an indication to let most of y'all know that some of the dogs that you have are not going to be the dogs that's going to be bred anymore. You own that dog. That's your dog. That's your dog. You own that dog. You won't be able to compete with a smaller dog if you own a bigger dog. It was already shown in the competition. The smaller dogs was kicking ass. The smaller dogs is out there kicking ass. And it's like, how is a whole class of pockets about to come out now? Where are you getting all these pocket dogs at when most of the dogs aren't even pocket? You got to breed these dogs, and you ain't going to have enough time to breed that dog before the next nationals. So if you're going to breed it, you're going to breed it to a bulldog if you're going to shorten it before the next nationals. They say they already had said that there was enough bully blood already out here keep recreating the bully dogs that we need. There was already enough blood already out here, all the way dating back in the days. Gotti blood, corrupt blood, Razor's Edge blood. A lot of that blood was probably before Venom blood. And you know Venom blood been out a while. Yeah, Remy blood, which was still Razor's Edge blood. A lot of the names that came out was still Razor's Edge blood. And if it wasn't Razor's Edge, it was Gray Line. Boy, are they trying to alleviate Gray Line off the pedigrees. Oh my gosh. You can't find a Gray Line dog to save your ass on a pedigree. Now they'll tell you that these dogs date back to these dogs. But damn, the dogs done got so much smaller. How the fuck can it date back to those dogs? Excuse my French, man, but how can it date back to those dogs and not look like them? You don't get one Gotti. You know what I'm saying? You don't get one Monster. You don't get no Remy. You cannot create a Samurai Paco. Not with the blood that you're using. You can't create this stuff over again. And this is why people who have original Razor's Edge, they can't be defeated. How can your new dog defeat a 20-year-old dog? The dog is 20 years old, man. Damn. And they say it's still under construction. Look, I ain't never been to a construction site that use material that you don't know what they're using. So if this dog, in some type of way, is still under construction, and you sit here and you say, well, we're going to add a new dog. Hey, that dog need to be on the paperwork. It need to be on the paperwork, man. It's like, damn, we can clearly see the dogs have new dogs in them. Man, I must have been the only person saying these dogs look like they got chihuahuas in them. People must have thought I was stupid for saying stupid stuff like that, but they just look like they had chihuahua in them. I must have been the only one saying that these dogs look like they got miniature pincher off in them. You know, you could sound like a hater at some point in time for being truthful. So I'm feeling like, you know, maybe I am being stupid. Maybe these dogs don't have no dachshund in them. Hell nah. Ain't nobody gonna put no dachshund in no dog. But I can't even say I'm being stupid no more. It used to be funny. It ain't even funny no more. Not when it's noticeable. Not when it's noticeable. So, you know, the thing is, when is it gonna start being on the paperwork? When they gonna start saying it? I kind of like my dog Bright Eyes because she displays a little pit bull in her. Bright Eyes displays pit bull. She's the type of dog that literally I have to chain her up sometime. From a puppy all the way up to where she's at now, 5 months old. She's an American bully, but her pit bull traits came out more. Her Staffordshire traits came out more, and I like it. I have a dog that I can walk, play with, you know. A little bit harder teaching her. I've been teaching her to be socialized, but you know, some dogs, they just want you to keep your distance. Bright Eyes has been one of those kind of dogs so far that showed me that normal people need to keep their distance. See, you have to be able to talk about your own dog if you could talk about somebody else's dog. Yeah, Bright Eyes shows that. Bright Eyes is very much animal aggressive. She's, you know, what was she, 3 months old when she killed the chicken? She was all in the inside of the body eating him. Eating him up. I didn't even want to put that on Face the Bully. Would have made a lot of you dog men just run away. You know, she displays real tactics, man. She gets down. You know, she ain't even in the house right now. She outside. I keep her outside. I ain't even worried about you stealing her. See, a lot of these dogs that are being bred, these little dogs, somebody can lean over your gate if your dog got a harness on and pick him up by that harness and just go on with him. You got to have a different breed around your house to protect these dogs because they can't protect themselves. Why would you want to take so much of the drive out of the dog that it can't even protect itself? You took so much of the drive out of the dog that the dog don't bark when it see an intruder. You cut his ears off so he can't stick his ears up and be on alert. He can't do that no more. I need to cut that part out. For real. That's not cool. I ain't talking about no dogs, man. For real. It's just that sometimes you just got to look at them for what they are. I'm surprised ain't nobody tried to crop the tail of a bully. Don't crop the tail of a bully, man. Don't even crop the tail of a bully. It's things that are starting to happen to this dog that are noticeable. You went from a big box head to a big round head. We know the bulldog is making this dog's head go round. These are conversations that y'all already didn't had in the bully game before I even got here and started making these videos. I can guarantee you these were conversations you already had. And it's a lot of people, younger people, sneaking off in the door, coming on up in, and they bringing their bulldogs with them. And you know what I'm saying? At first, nobody catches it. Have you noticed that when you look at a lot of the paperwork nowadays, the ABKC paperwork, the UKC paperwork, and any other registry that registers bullies, look on the paperwork and they got fucking exotic grandparents and parents on there. But on their paperwork behind them. That's just like putting a bulldog on the paperwork right there. It is, man. You know what I mean? You put the exotic on there and he's part bulldog or pug or Boston Terrier or Pekingese or Shih Tzu. He's part some of that. French bulldog, one of them colorful ones. He's part that. And you put him on the paperwork with an American bully. So now the new puppies that's coming out, they're not bully. See? Somebody gonna want, see? That made somebody mad. What do you mean they're not bully? They're not bully. You just bred an exotic to a bully. The puppies that came out, you said they was bully. How come you can't call them exotic? They had an exotic parent too. See? But I smoke too much weed. Nah, you smoking too much weed. Straight up, man. This for real. You smoking too much weed. You sat here and you put these exotics on the paperwork to cover them up. To cover the bulldog up. So you use the exotics. Real fast. You know this is true. Go look at some of the paperwork. Them straight up exotics on that damn paperwork. Muzzles like 2-3 inches. You can't even see their teeth. They got the smallest teeth. That's another thing. Why is these American bullies' teeth so small? Why they teeth so small? These supposed to be terrier dogs. They supposed to have longer teeth than what they got right now. They teeth ain't even long. Everything is going off the dog. Every single thing. You remember just 2-3 years ago, everybody was showing their dogs eating quarter thighs. Well, my dog can eat a quarter thigh, but everybody was showing their dogs eating quarter thighs. These dogs' mouths done got so small. Now you see people showing their dogs eating chicken. The dog will swallow the chicken, and throw it right back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bulldog trait. It's like the traits ain't even, you can't even hide them no more. They noticeable traits. So let's talk about them traits now. We seen that dog show. That was a wonderful dog show, and there was a lot of big dogs in there. The best dog in the country is a big dog, and it wasn't no dog in the building better than the best dog in the country. He deserved to be the best dog in the country. He was put together perfectly. Did you see the best dog in the country? He was put together perfectly. Then came the little smaller dogs, the champions and grand champions. You can't beat out the best dog in the country with those dogs. There's no way those dogs were even half-ass compatible to the best dogs in the country. The best dog in the country was up there. He was shining. Did you see him? Man, his black coat was shining. His tail was sticking straight out. He had a big old muscle-bound body. You know what I mean? You could look at him and tell wasn't nothing in him but bully. And he was the best dog in the country. That's how a dog's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? And they make it seem like you talking about the other dogs, but you're not. You're not talking about the other dogs. All the other people got to do is just look at the dog show like I did. And you can see the dogs. There was a whole lot of different dogs in there that didn't look the same. They're not supposed to look the same. But damn, they not supposed to be getting really small. Are they supposed to be getting really small? I mean, I see pit bull breeders. They breed their dogs sometimes. They inbreed them. They line breed them, then they inbreed them again. And the dogs have 2 puppies sometimes, 3 puppies. Sometimes they have 1 puppy. It's a pit bull terrier. Had 1 puppy. But even when that dog grow up, he ain't gonna be mutated. He gonna look like a normal pit. Nothing changes on that dog. Nothing changes on the dog, man. I'm for real. Nothing changes on the dog. But then when you breed a bully, shit, you'd be lucky if the whole litter didn't come out looking scatterbred. I told you. Some of these dogs you gotta watch. He'll be a straight, complete brown dog. You take him and breed him to your dog and come out with some merles. Because they got a lot of these dogs out here that's carriers. And most definitely, you know, a lot of these dogs don't got no paperwork. They don't. They don't got no paperwork. So most definitely, you probably breeding to a exotic dog anyway. And you probably don't even want that blood. Like if you ain't going to a pit or a staff, if you American bully, or you ain't going to a watchdog or finding you a dog, man, finding you a Ryan dog or a ruffian dog. If you're not going there, then you probably shouldn't even breed. You know what I'm saying? You probably shouldn't even breed, man. You know, if you can't find a band dog, like damn, because when you breed, you're going to come out with the smallest dogs, man. And those aren't bullies. The bully didn't just shrink. There is no way you could get an American bully to just shrink. But you can't get a Doberman to shrink. Even if you inbreed them, you can't get a Dobie to shrink. And that's a tall-ass dog. I mean, it's only 2 dogs that shrink. The American bully and the micros. The micro French bulldogs. That I don't know how they got the French bulldog to shrink. Yeah, he shrunk. The French bulldog is smaller than the original AKC bulldog. He done shrunk too. But they didn't breed that motherfucker to no man, excuse my French. They didn't breed that dog to no Chihuahua. How you get him to shrink if you didn't breed him to a teacup Chihuahua? And the teacup Chihuahua ain't gonna be on the paperwork. None of it. But then you gonna turn around and breed to one of them dogs. And you got some good blood at your house. You go outside your yard, you go get somebody else's dog. As soon as you implement that dog in your program and your dog had them puppies, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be disappointed. You got to really watch who you breeding to now, because now you can see that they have intentionally destroyed the American, intentionally, right in front of your face, and then told you it was a new dog. What made him new? That's the only question I got, is what made the dog new. It wasn't Pitbull, Staffordshire, Watchdog, Band Dog, Ruffian Dog, Ryan Dog. What, none of them dogs could make that dog new. So, damn. It's just like, damn. After seeing the dog show, it's like, damn. After seeing the dog show, it's like, damn. You don't even know which direction to go now. Should you go big or should you go small? You don't even know. There is not one American bully. It's one German Shepherd. It's one Cane Corso. It's one Dingo. It's one Bulldog. And there's so many different American bullies. Don't even know how that happened, man. Like, it's just one Kango, one Bird Dog, one Bloodhound, one of these dogs. Then you got a Coonhound. Just one Coonhound. See, it ain't one Gotti. It ain't one Edge. It's not one Remy. You don't even want that shit no more. You want the smaller dogs. And they don't come from those kennels. They don't come off Rock and Ruby. They won't come off that. So you got to go breed to the smaller dogs. I'm not knocking the smaller dogs. What I am saying, though, is that I see a change in the American bully. The American bully was once a bigger dog. It came up to your kneecap easily. Some of them got well bigger than that. And what we're seeing now is dogs that barely pass your ankles, have no drive, and if they attempt to come at you, all you got to do is kick it. It's going to go away. His owner's going to get very upset because you kicked his dog that he thought was going to come bite you. Till you kicked it. Because if you kick Bright Eyes, you're going to have to kick her again. And then you're going to have to kick her again. Because she's bully. And she got the traits of a terrier. You don't want the traits of a terrier no more. If you did, your dog would stop mutating. It would grow. Terriers make the dog grow. Bulldogs make the dog short. Or a Dachshund. Miniature Pinscher. Chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, man, that's just what happened. We saw it. We saw the dog mutate, man. Asked you why you breeding dogs. After I saw that, I said, why you breeding dogs? Why? If there's so many bullies out there and the American bully has already been made, then why you just don't go buy a dog? I'm for real. Just go, the American bully has been made, so why everybody keep remaking it? We should just be buying a dog from the person who made it, Mr. Marco Suarez. He didn't make it, but damn, don't you want one of those? You don't want a Suarez bull? You don't want no stuff from off of Hall of Fame. I was going to say go get some Dave's dogs, but Dave don't got the same dogs. That's not the dogs that he's showing. None of them look like Knuckles. Knuckles was a staffy, wasn't she? Wasn't he? I like to do a lot of Razor's Edge talk. I like to do a lot of bully talk. Tell stories, just, pick up stuff from this particular breed. But once you see it slipping off, man, then you got to talk about that right there. Now, why is it leaving? No one's breeding a bully no more. They got this new dog. The new dog is about to destroy, if not have destroyed, the American bully. And that's just it. No one's going to want old school dogs no more. I don't even know how somebody can sit there and say we don't want a big dog like that. What you talking about? Used to be parks full of peoples with those dogs because those were the dogs. So there ain't no such thing as you don't want a big dog, but you still like a German Shepherd. And we already know a lot of y'all like them Australian Shepherds, where that Merle come from. That Aussie? Yeah. Go over some of y'all partners' house. I bet you they got an Aussie in their front yard. And they done bred that dog to a bully and got some Merles. Beware the F1s because they come out furry. They always come out messed up. More messed up than the rest of the dogs. For real. But hey, if you don't mind, tap that like button for me. Because that's the only way we're gonna keep these videos going through the algorithm, man. And it's a lot of these videos need to go through the algorithm. They really do. Because there's a lot of people that just don't know what they breeding. And how they are tearing down, just massively tearing down a breed, a 20-year-old breed that was already put together, named the Razor's Edge. And they say, no, he's not the face of the bully. Who you think the face of the bully is there? Who? Go look at the best dog in the country. And then say that Razor's Edge don't need to be the face of the bully. Yeah, we rest all of our case. Like we always do around this time. Welcome to another episode of Face the Bully, where I like to talk about dogs, preferably your dog and mine. Y'all take care, man. Stay blessed. I lost a loved one, man. Whew, man, it kills me. Every time I think about my homie Rob, man, it kills me. Rest in peace, though, Rob, man. I know it was getting hard. And this is Face the Bully.